Merry meet everybody. It is Wednesday here on Witches of the Moon, and I'm your sub-host, Nimbus River. This week we're talking about year and a day and how it was relevant to our practices and what exactly is a year and a day. So, what a year and a day is a year and a day long study, if you have it, on the different practices of a certain sect of Wicca or witchcraft, or paganism for that matter. So, just an example. You are really wanting to join a coven that is Gardnerian in their beliefs. So you have talked to the high priestess. You really want to take this further. You want to be initiated into that coven. She may say, you need a year and a day of study before I can initiate you into the coven. So after a year and a day, after you have done this formal course, if she gives you a course, or of just independent study, you may want to then be initiated into the coven after you have studied for that span of time. For solitary, more solitary and not coven-based witches or Wiccans, you would study on your own, either by a book, by an online course, or just the study of life for a year and a day based on incorporating magic and the craft into your everyday life. So, how that differs from someone who doesn't do a year and a day, not so much. I've never found them very necessary, which is why I never completed a formal year and a day. Now, I did do a initiation type deal where I kind of initiated myself and I said, you know what, I am a part of this life. I'm throwing my old life away, and now I'm a part of the magical lifestyle. I'm a witch. I've been a witch a long time. Now it's time to practice like witches practice. Totally dedicate myself to the study and learning of witchcraft. Now, after a year and a day of me really getting back to my roots, things that I learned when I was small, you know, focusing on learning how to, see and feel and meditate with the earth's energy and the god and the goddess. That is when, after that year and a day period happened, that day that the year and a day completed, I did do another dedication ceremony where, you know what, I've done this for a year and a day now, and now I'm going to, not going to, but now I know that this is what I want. This is the lifestyle that I want to live. This is the I guess, way of life that I have chosen, and I love it. And that's all the year and a day study I really did. Like I said, there are more formal studies. There are, a high priestess may give you one. There are books on a year and a day. I think that if I had done one, it would have been a great experience for me. Don't get me wrong. I think it would have taught me a lot. I think it would have helped make me a more well-rounded witch. Because when I first started learning the craft, herbs initially were my go-to. I had learned herbal healing my whole life because of the elders that I had who also did herbal healing. So herbs I incorporated into a magical practice because I knew them so well already. And they were kind of my niche. I stayed that way, and it would kind of annoy me when people would say, "Oh, well, you're a kitchen witch," and I would go, "No, I'm not just a kitchen witch. I don't just do wort cunning. I don't just do herbology. I do incorporate other things in my practice, but for all intents and purposes, that was all I ever did. I didn't focus on learning other things because I did what was working. But the problem with that is you're really selling yourself short when there's so much you can learn about. Crystal healing, crystal magic, the tarot. Oh my God, I'm having such an awesome time right now learning the tarot, and that is something that I put off when I was younger, not learning. Let's see. I never really focused a lot on meditation or tantric practices. Now I'm getting a little into yoga and how to, incorporate a meditative and happy lifestyle, every day. Not letting my emotions run wild and focusing on a goal and meeting it. These things, I think, would have come up to me earlier had I done a formal year and a day. So my advice to you was, if you feel drawn to it, do it. If you think that it's beneficial to you, do it. Of course, they are not necessary. I never have completed one. I may, years down the road, actually complete a formal one. I thought about doing the one on Facebook that a lot of the witches that I know are right now doing, but it just didn't seem a right time to commit to such a long learning process when I have a lot going on in life right now. So who knows? I may do it, I may not. I think year and a days are wonderful. I don't think they're necessary. I think they can teach you a lot. I think those that have completed a year and a day, I don't know of one that would say, no, that was not beneficial for my craft. So if I have not rambled too much about the year and a day course or the year and a day study, I'm going to end this video because there's not much really I can say. Like I said, at the time when I was first learning the craft, it was not a necessary practice. But I can see where you could learn a lot. I'll say that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Always, if you like these videos and others here on the channel, like and subscribe. We always have differences of opinion. It's always a good time. And we have 14 witches, I think, 13 or 14 witches right now, that take a new perspective and a new swing on things. And just a side note, the Q&A week, I think, is the week that we do the giveaway. So definitely subscribe now, watch our videos, give yourself a chance to win that giveaway because it's going to be freaking awesome. Even if you're in the UK, we're having one over there and here in the US. So anyway, without me rambling even more, sorry about that. Blessed be, guys. Bye.